First, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I moved to Chicago about 10 years ago for law school. Went to the law. We came out looking for opportunities wherever they existed. And my first opportunity was in the foreclosure market. I did foreclosure defense. I liked real estate in law school. I wanted to help people. I thought it was a great area. I worked in this market for maybe a year and a half. Came out, went to a small firm. At the small firm, I learned a bunch of other skill sets that dealt with everything from drafting contracts, landlord agreements, tenant agreements, etc., all the way to civil litigation. And I spent a number of years there before I was picked up for an opportunity downstate to work for the House of Representatives. So within maybe 2 years' time, I went from struggling trying to figure out what I'm going to do to being one of the 10 attorneys for the Illinois House of Representatives, helping draft, summarize, and negotiate every law that came through the state of Illinois. And while only a couple hundred pass, thousands are filed each year. So I worked there for a session, gained a lot of experience, made a lot of relationships, and then moved on to the Cook County State's Attorney's Office, where I became a criminal prosecutor with very little criminal experience. They picked me up because my ability to work with people, my ability to negotiate agreements, and also to bring stakeholders to the table and to bridge gaps. My goal today is not to have you walk out necessarily knowing all of these terms and agreements, but like I said, to really walk away with a good understanding of what negotiations are and how to effectively do them. Has anybody recently tried to potty train a child? Okay. How's that going?
There's no negotiating there.
Right? Negotiation purposes. Now, you guys are going to remember when your child was potty trained and little and young and how you went about that. A lot of that came from you being a leader to the child. You want the child to feel happy, negotiated, and trusted, and they trust you. And I'm going to teach you today how to navigate those arenas and what you should take away and how best to do that. There is a huge difference between collaboration and compromise. And often we go into negotiations with this idea that I have to compromise. For you to win, I have to lose. All right? And that's a flawed approach. If you're coming in automatically assuming that there's going to be a winner and a loser, and that you're not increasing the pot collectively where you both can benefit, then you're approaching it wrong to begin with. You're doing something called positioning. This is not how you want to handle any negotiation. What do you think are the two things people judge you on when they first meet you? The two things they judge you on are trust and respect. The first two things people judge you on when they first meet you is it someone I can trust, and is it someone I can respect? You want to find opportunities to build trust in your negotiations. When you are buying a home, you're not simply looking at the price. And you have to understand in any negotiation that you walk into, who the stakeholders are. So we're talking about also with real estate agents, right? Your real estate agent a lot of times is someone that you're working with in buying the home, but that's not the seller. So their interests might be just a little bit different, and what you're trying to convince them with might be different than what the conversation you might have with the seller. This is something that you really, really should take into account is what it is that your interests are, what are the interests of the other party, and how you can bridge that gap in a win-win circumstance. Three things that I kind of outlined for an effective negotiation. The first one is kind of logic, or definitive/objective measurements. Second thing will be emotions, and then expectations. When we say definitive or objective measurements, when you buy a home, it's based on, the sale price is based on something, right? It should be. It should be, I'm sure there's comparables that you're looking at. There are other things you look at, neighborhood, right? You look at the quality of the schools, transportation, etc. You need to be looking at all of these aspects, but look at it objectively. Because if you're coming in as a seller and you're telling me it costs A, B, and C for this house, and I'm looking at it as a buyer and saying, well, the one that came in next door was significant $200,000 less, I'm going to expect you to articulate to me exactly why there's a $200,000 gap in this property as compared to the one next door. When you work with your contractor, what are their real costs? How much are you putting out there? Do you want somebody who has a number of dings on their license in the past? That might say a lot about who you're working with, the things to consider. Is this someone you can trust? Is this someone who's going to give you a good deal? Is this someone that has shortcuts? What were their last properties? Do they have a number of building violations, et cetera, et cetera? Emotions. This goes back to the trust and respect. People are making emotional decisions off of you simply by looking at you. People draw emotions and bring them to every decision they make, good, bad, or otherwise. When you're making decisions and you come in from an informed perspective, you can change your perspective as well as the person you're negotiating with perspective. You can also help seed and guide that emotional response in a number of ways. And the easiest way we think about it is through the staging of property, right? That's one of the easy things that we do. Expect the unexpected and manage your expectations. 3 young children. You have 1 orange. All 3 children need the orange tomorrow for class. What do? Slice it up?
Nobody gets it.
Divide it 3 ways. So, right? This is how a lot of negotiations go. Either it's equally divided, nobody gets anything. Nobody stopped to ask the question why they need the orange. What are they going to use it for? 1 kid needs the orange for the juice for a baking project in home ec. The second person needs the orange for composting and recycling. So they need the pulp and the rind of the orange. So we have the juice, the pulp, the rind being used. The third child has is it tertiary? I can't think of that thing you used to make in a pop bottle when we were little. You put seeds in it and water, and it blooms and creates. So by understanding exactly what is needed and why it's needed, you can come up with creative solutions. Expect the unexpected. Initially, we all go to compromise. 3 kids split it 3 ways and nobody gets anything. Never start with 1 solution. And the best way to not start with 1 solution is always come with 2 to the table. If everybody always comes with 2 things to the table, you have 4 options to choose from, not 2. And you don't have to divide equally between the 2, because that may not be the best outcome for everybody involved. 3 things you also want to think about: be flexible, always be tough on the cause, kind on the people. Has anybody heard that before? To a lot of people, when you go to negotiations, people always say, look at body language, look at this, look at that. I'm going to say this. You're jumping to a lot of conclusions when you look at body language if you don't take the whole picture, right? So you look at somebody doing something one way. If I see somebody slouching or whatever, are they bored, are they tired? Maybe they're just comfortable. And you want somebody to be comfortable when they're working with you, right? That's the reality of it, and it's the truth, right? Be comfortable when you're trying to negotiate, and read the other person and see if they're really uncomfortable, because if you can take out some of the fear and anticipation and kind of anxiety that comes from negotiations, you come kind of to a shared perspective where people are more open-minded and not reactionary. And you don't want people to be reactionary when they're working with you, because reactionary leads to 1 solution, pressure, stress, etc. The goal is we want to work together and everybody is acting together, but they're not reacting. So if nothing else that you take away from this, I want you to remember these 2 things. Always have 2 options. Always bring 2 options to the table and demand somebody else brings 2 options. Always think about managing the relationship. And if you can do those 2 things, I think it'll really go further and help you a lot in any of your negotiations, right? Even with your children. Offer alternatives, right? That's always worked. A lot of times you want this or that. Do you want this or that? We do that a lot. But we forget it as we get older. So just something to think about. Thank you for the opportunity to talk to you. If you have any questions, I'm here, and thank you.